there. Thanks for tuning in again to my cycle challenge, daily, uh, tracking every day of my cycle for 28 days, how I'm feeling emotionally, physically, mentally. Today's day 14 of my cycle, and it was it was a beautiful day. I enjoyed some epic food that I made. I feel like I'm getting a little bit frayed, like things are dissolving a bit in terms of the momentum that I had. Now I'm sinking deeper into my feminine, which means I'm becoming more relaxed and doing less. I sent out an important email today, and I that was basically all the important things that I did. Other than that, I kind of just flowed around and rested and ate and played some music on this ukulele that I'm getting to play with. So it was a very feminine day for me. And I did have some doubts creeping in about a project that I'm doing, and I I do find myself being a little self-conscious, how I speak or what I'm, yeah, how I'm showing up. So I'm finding that how I'm viewing myself is different, and um, yeah, but overall, I'm taking really good care of myself and just taking it easy, keeping it pressure free. I did do the bone breathing today, and I think this is like my fourth day in a row. So that's a helpful grounding force to do one uh, health health inducing activity every day for my groundedness, stability, mental health. Yeah, I went on a beautiful walk. I really enjoyed receiving the nature, the sunlight. I picked some leaves. I like to flatten leaves and make paper with them. Basically, that's like you could write a card on it instead of buying paper cards. So yeah, like I said, feminine, flowy, relaxed. Even though today's Tuesday, which is a Mars type day, which is more action oriented, it was not that way for me, and that felt really good. So, yeah, the bird's gone, so it's quiet around here, which I like. And just navigating reality is really interesting. The lens, the filter that I see reality through is different from anyone else on this planet, and I get to choose how I want to look through that filter. And I also don't all the time because I have subconscious programming. So I'm learning to navigate my programming, and I'd say I'm pretty doing pretty well, like not as programmed as a lot of people. So that feels good that I am consciously creating my reality. And but there is some fear and trepidation in that. Like, what am I creating? What do I want to create? If I pick one thing to create, am I holding on to one aspect and blocking out other potentials? So it's that fine dance of wanting and visualizing what I want, but also allowing room for what's more in alignment with my true soul. Anyways, I love philosophy and spirituality and esoteric ideologies. The one thing I did want to mention is I did pick my face today. I said I wasn't going to this cycle, and I had some kind of, I think I've been maybe on my phone too much, or something where my anxiety, it could be my anxiety, or it could just be yeah, that I needed to release some energy. So I popped some pimples today, but that was just the one day of this whole month that I actually went for it for like 5 or 6 pimples. So it's okay to slip up. It's just totally fine. I actually had some chocolate as well the last 2 days, just a little bit left over that I had. I didn't buy it, but it was just laying around, and I was ovulating, and I just thought, well, this is the best time to have chocolate in the whole month, so I'm gonna eat this chocolate. And I did notice that I was craving sugar after that. So eating sugar is not really the way for me, but I did have actually some great ideas come through about another class I want to offer today. So being in this yin, restful, receptive mode, I got some good clarity and downloads about where I will extend action, and that felt great. So I'll rest on that, I'll sleep on that, and tomorrow I'll be refreshed to maybe actualize some of that stuff, or maybe just keep resting and taking things slow. I'll let you know, and thank you for tuning in, and excitement about the podcast coming up, getting things situated for that. One thing I just want to share is that it's amazing that what I did realize today is that starting things is always the hardest part. There's a lot of things, building blocks and foundational pieces that need to come into play when you start something, and that's why it's the hardest part. But then once you learn how to do it, it becomes easy, like a piece of cake. So for me, for my sweet soul who gets easily deterred when things get hard, I need to know that the beginning is always the hardest, and push through the beginning, and keep showing up, and you'll find that it gets easier and easier and more fruitful, and find the groove and the flow. And so I'm telling myself that for the podcast and for other things that I'm activating in my life at this time, that just keep going for it, keep trying, keep doing it, because just got to get through the hump, the initial hump, and smooth sailing from there. So thanking my soul and my specific path here now that I get to embody, and thank you for witnessing. Much aloha. Hope you're having a nourishing, nurturing, inspiring, connected time doing whatever you're doing. And if you're not, just tune back into gratitude and love and awe and wonder. Go out into nature, lay on the earth, pray, do what you need to do to get into that high vibrational space that is where we attract what we love and be what we love from. Okay, I'm going to stop. Okay, I'm stopping. Okay, love you. Bye.